All right, guys, so this is a recap of the two-man I gave you guys. Young did not hit. McCaffrey went over his receiving yards and his rushing yards. His Panther team is very bad. So the 49ers on a short week go to play Cleveland, and I want to see Shedeur Sanders do well. And I know a lot of people want to see him fail. His coach wants to see him fail, but hope he does well. And he's not going to have a 300-yard passing game, but if he can just have 200 yards, a touchdown, and no interceptions, and they win, that's good enough. So let's break it down.
Coming into your YouTube airwaves, I'm Vaughn, the Statman, and welcome to the Stat Room. Ladies and gentlemen, these are some of the top plays from the NFL, NBA, and some of my top wins on Prizepicks and on FanDuel. And guys, you can follow me on Twitter at VonnTheStatman. And guys, you can follow me by going to my website, vonnharris.com. So guys, without wasting any more of you guys' time, let's break it down.
Welcome back, everyone. I am Vaughn, the Statman, and thanks again for joining me on this DFS journey of ours. And I got some solid picks in store for you today. If you've been watching me more than one time, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because obviously you love me. And if you've been watching me for the first time, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because you're gonna love me. Now, these picks, they go up, they go down, and sometimes they turn these picks into a green goblin. So, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. So, yesterday I gave you guys McCaffrey for rush yards. That pick hit. That was in one of my videos. I also gave you guys two picks that one hit, one didn't. Tobias Harris did not hit. He didn't score any points in the fourth quarter. Looked like he was going to get it going into the fourth quarter with 15 points, but I realized that Detroit, now that they're at full strength, it's pretty much Cunningham. And now that they're at full strength, you're going to see a lot of unders now on Detroit, because I watched it and it was just balanced. Everybody got like 10, 12 points. And even Cunningham, I think Cunningham is going to struggle getting 42.5 PRA now that Thomas is back. You got Harris is back, so he doesn't have to take on as much scoring output as he once did. And when I look at let's get on to today's slate. So today is a 3-game slate. You have Washington that is playing Atlanta. So this is the game I want to touch on. Now, Washington, they get blown out a lot, but they do scrap, and every now and again they like to be competitive. And Atlanta, ever since Trae Young has gone out of the game, they are now top 5 in offense and top 5 in defense. So the player that I like Kristaps Porzingis today, and I like him to go under his PRA. We look at Kristaps Porzingis, he gets blocks, he gets steals, but with their star player Jalen Johnson, Daniels, and they have a couple other guys, Porzingis is not a good rebounder. This is why I like him to go under this number. For him to get this number, Kristaps Porzingis is going to have to give you about 22 points, because he's only going to get you 4 or 5 rebounds. For him to be 7 feet, and I guess because he stays at the 3-point line, he doesn't rebound the ball well. And he doesn't really get assists, so I don't see him getting 22 points in this game. So I'm taking Porzingis to go under 28.5 PRA. Now, you don't really play around with him when it comes to fantasy, because he can get three blocks or 4 blocks. So he might be able to get it in that area, but points, rebounds, and assists, Porzingis will go under 28.5 PRA.
If you like the video so far, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment.
All right, guys, so we got Porzingis for our first pick. So we're going to stay here in this game, and there's some other plays that I really like in this matchup. Jalen Johnson should be in the All-Star game this year. He is someone who is coming into his own. If you just look at him, guys, over his last 5 games, he's been hot. Now, 41.5 is really overpriced, because he really only averages 39 PRA. So to have him at 41.5, they're figuring that you'll fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Now, I do like Jalen Johnson, but let me tell y'all something about props. Matter of fact, I'll leave that alone. I'm going to keep that to myself. That's one of my secrets. I'm going to keep that to myself. But with Jalen Johnson at 41.5, can he get it? Yes. But I wouldn't take a chance on a guy who needs someone to get him the ball at 41.5. Now, can he get 38 and 4? Absolutely. But I wouldn't take a chance on it, even though he probably will make it. Sarr, I don't like Sarr to get 29.5 PRA. If you look at Sarr, he's typically someone who gets you the fantasy points. Now, he can score. He'll be going against Porzingis. It's going to be a tough matchup for him in this matchup. So for Sarr, I'm taking him to go under 29.5 PRA. Now, if his fantasy score is at 34, take that, because he's going to get 2 steals and a block. He's going to block Porzingis a couple times. Now at 34 fantasy score, I like that better than the 29.5 PRA. But PRA, I'm taking him to go under. All right, guys, so I'm going to give you 3 picks today. And I don't recommend running all 3 picks in a line and hope and pray you win. That's very lazy. But this video, the purpose of this video is for you to find 1 or 2 of the picks that I'm giving to you that can help you to win. Don't ever go on anybody's video and just run their picks. That is extremely lazy, and long term, you will not be successful doing that. These props take a lot of hard work, a lot of research. So if you think you could just go take his 2 picks and you're going to keep hitting 6-mans, you're going to be very unprofitable doing that. You come with these videos and get 1 pick that you like, because you should already have 1 that you like on your own. All right, so for the last pick, guys, we're going to go down and we're going to look at the Clippers and the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard is back for the Clippers, and not sure if he's going to play in this matchup, as this guy stays injured. Now, if Kawhi Leonard is not out, the key thing is if he's not out, if he's going to play, then you take Kawhi Leonard's PRA. He came in his first game and he got 25. He'll get a few more minutes. Now, if Kawhi Leonard does not play, because with this guy, you just never know. If he does not play, then you take Harden to go over 37.5 PRA. But if Kawhi Leonard does play, take Harden to go under. So let's just say Kawhi Leonard's playing. So Kawhi Leonard's going to play. Harden will not get 37.5 PRA with Leonard on the floor, because he will not have to shoot 30 times a game like he was with Leonard off the floor. He will be facilitating to Leonard, and I don't believe that they can even keep this game close. I think the Lakers is going to smoke them regardless. But Harden will go under 37.5 PRA if Leonard is playing. So that is it, guys. So don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And don't forget to think in ink. That means write it down so that way it come true. Good hunting on this 3-game slate. Love you guys.